Here's Austin Seibert now to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium in Landover. Now, this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Up the middle with Barkley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. They'll run it again with Barkley. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first down carry for Barkley. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Hurts sets up to throw it. Complete. It's Dodson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson from 8 yards out. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. To throw is Daniels. Checks this one down to Robinson. He's into space past the 15 as he will take this one up to the 19-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Daniels looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time. And
that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. In motion right is Smith. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. And now another one thrown incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
To the air goes Daniels. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Pick it up. Waste of time.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And they